Alright, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. I've got another Hero and Go screencast up for you, this time from our war on 919 versus Kingdom, DOA. I assume that means dead on arrival because they lost 130 to 112. Too high score! But hey, there's always something to learn, victories or losses, so let's take a look at our best and worst attack from the war. Oh, and following us along is King Sparkle's parody of Coldplay's Viva La Vida or whatever, because he calls it Fallen Kingdom. And that's what happened to Kingdom DOA. But enough taunting, let's get to the hero. Alright, so we can see by the mix of troops down there at the bottom left that this is going to be a hog attack, and our clasher opens with the standard T-Duct, trigger, drag, and distract of this clan castle troops. And kills them off pretty good. Look at that nice distract with the giants there so that his king and queen can slaughter the rest of everything else. So that's pretty good. Then he moves into his frontal assault, establishing his two flank points with the giants and the golem there. And does a nice job of one of the points being where an actual big bomb might be done. But here's the more interesting part. Pause. Look at the circle deployment, kind of like a four-finger discount where you kind of do with BAM or barge attacks where you try to get all the troops out at once in a 360. It allows, if I zoom in on each big bomb, you can see minimal hogs are getting damaged because they're so spread out and evenly deployed. So each big bomb ends up damaging maybe 2 to 3 hogs at a time, total maybe of 8 to 10. And when you've got 40 on the field, there's plenty left over to clean up the rest of the mess. So that's why we were intrigued by this attack and made it the hog for this war, or not the hog, but the hero for this war. I don't know if it's the right approach, but it definitely worked in this case, and so we should give kudos to our hero, Ragnarski. And in honor of the 360 circle style, we're going to call it Little Big Hog in honor of Custer's last stand at Little Bighorn. Indians are hogs, 7th Cavalry, the target base. On to the goat. Alright, so here's the goat, and we can see from Supercell's new fancy dancy replay that this is going to be a GoWiPe. See the P.E.K.K.A.s down there? So really with a GoWiPe, you need to think of, I think, the placement of the Teslas as your core tactic. And first decision is where is your first army, your giant wizards attack from? And it should be the edges where you think Teslas are and heavily defended as well. And that would be from 2 to 4. Then your next should be like, well, what do I do with the backside? In that case, maybe like a hog of like 5 or 10 hogs would be good. And in the mid, you can just use your rage heal or rage jump on the P.E.K.K.A.s that get to the mid to kind of rush in and take those ones in the mid out. But in this case, our goat attacks from 4 to 6, right? So look at how, where we suspected the Teslas to be, one ended up being kind of in that pass, so that's good. See the one at 5 o'clock hammering away. But then up pop the 2 that are at 2 o'clock. So they're going to hammer his whole group there for quite a bit of damage. See how the P.E.K.K.A. that's in the mid's getting slaughtered? And so he didn't really have a plan to how to get back, right? How with the typical flow of your troops you're going to get back to where they are. And that's the mistake our goat made. The difference between a 2 and a 3. Sorry, Billy. But we all live and learn, and I think that wraps up this hero and goat for the war. So as we watch our Kingdom King fall to his ultimate doom, we want to wish all of you, as always, good luck in your upcoming wars, and don't jump off. Don't do it! Oh, Kingdom, it's not that bad. Clash on, everybody.